Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good morning, my dear students. How are you today? In this lesson, we are going to study Unit 8, Lesson 4. Please open your students book, page number 64. In this lesson, we are going to study grammar lesson. We are going to study modal verbs using can, could, must, should, for showing ability or inability, for obligation, for necessity. And we are going to study another point is called I wish. When you wish something you should do or you want to do in the present or the past or the future. So we use different tenses after I wish. We are going to change some adjectives into their negative by using some prefixes, by adding some letters before the adjective. For example, happy, unhappy. Honest, dishonest. So using what? Using prefix before an adjective to negate it or to make it negative. First, let's answer this question. What do you expect the household robot will be able to do in the future? In the future, imagine how the household or the home robot will do. What will it do in the future? If you have a household robot in the home or in your house, what will it be able to do? Amar Hamdi.
The RoboMate can do all the houseworks and it can look after the house.
So it can look. Here you are talking about the present time. It can look after the house. In the future, it will be able to look after the house. It will be able to do housework. Okay, good. Thank you. What else? It will do all the housework, including washing, cleaning, and cooking. It will look after the house when you are out, as Omar said. It will remind you of important dates. If you have a good memory or a bad memory, it can remind you of important dates. Yes, Shadi.
The same question?
Yes. What do you think? Would you like to add something?
It will do our jobs in the home, such as cleaning, washing,
Yes.
and yes.
Thanks a lot, Shadi. Okay, so our lesson today, grammar lesson using modals, can, could, be able to, manage to, must, should, mustn't, and they're negative, of course. If you want to get more information, you can go to grammar reference pages on page 131, 132 about the modal verbs, can, could, must, should. Okay, here let's have a summary. A table that can summarize here the different functions for the modal verbs. Can. When do you use can? We use can for ability. In the present, can, but we don't use can in the future, as Omar said. So we can use will be able to. The RoboMate or the household robot, will be able to do housework. It will help us. It will remind us of important dates. So we use can for present time. Can you drive? Yes, I can. No, I can't. So negative can, can't, or cannot. Can you drive? I'll be able to visit you next week. We use be able to in different tenses. In the present, we can say am able to, is able to, are able to, according to the pronouns, or will be able to in the future. As we mentioned, I will be able to visit you next week. Can't for uncertainty, or you are sure that it can't be. You can't be serious. I'm sure. I'm certain that you are joking. You can't be serious. It's impossible. He can't be swimming. The pool is closed. So the swimming pool is closed. It's not open. So it's impossible that he is swimming now. He can't be swimming. So if you are certain that something is going to happen, you say you must or he must. If you are certain that something can't happen, you use can't. When do we use could? We use could for general ability in the past. Could, couldn't. I could swim when I was 6. General ability. But we can use be able to, was able to, or were able to talk about ability in a particular situation in the past, completed successfully. So after doing something with difficulty, we can use was able to, or were able to, or managed to. Managed to means you exerted an effort. You did something with difficulty. I was able to swim to safety ability in a particular situation. As a millionaire, he was able to spend what he liked. We managed to find the video we wanted after searching all day. Example, the door was locked. The door was locked, but we managed to get out of the window. Managed to, it means exerting effort, doing something with difficulty. I was able to get out from the window. So was able to, doing something in a particular situation, not talking about ability in general. If you are talking about ability in general, in the past, use could or couldn't. Okay. What about must? Have to and mustn't. Of course, must the negative, mustn't, mustn't. What about have to? Have to negative, don't have to. Has to negative, doesn't have to. Had to negative, didn't have to. When do you use must? It is necessary or very important to do something. You must tell the truth. You must pray in the mosque. You must tell the truth. We must go to the bank today. Today, it is the last day to pay the bill. So something which is necessary or very important to do, we must do it. And mustn't is negative. It is necessary not to do something. You mustn't smoke. It's bad for your health. You must obey the rules. You mustn't play in the street. You must hurry. You mustn't be late. So it's necessary not to do something. Keep off the grass. You mustn't walk on it. Have to, there is a rule. So it is necessary to do something. So when you are talking about rules, traffic rules or school rules, you have to obey. You have to stop at the red traffic light. You have to wear a seat belt while driving. You have to stop at the red traffic light. You have to wear a school uniform. It's a rule. I have to get up at 6 because I start work at 7. So when you are talking about rules, you use have to, has to, had to. You have to pass a written test to get your driving license. Don't have to or doesn't have to when there is no obligation to do something. It's not necessary. Students don't have to wear a uniform in this school. So it's not a rule. You don't have to pay for water in this restaurant. It's free. You don't have to go to school on Friday. It's a weekend. She can buy a text book if she wants to, if she wants, but she doesn't have to. It's not necessary. Okay. Again, must for obligation, have to for obligation, but if you are talking about rules, well, something if you talk about something which will probably happen or possible to happen, should if you are giving advice, must for strong advice, it's stronger than should. Could, well, if you are talking about possibility, could, might, may. If you are talking about something which may happen, could happen, might happen, something which could happen. If you work hard, you could pass your exam. The shopping center might be busy. He may be in the shower. I'm not sure. I'm not certain. Now, let's do the first exercise in your student's book. Now, complete these sentences from A to E with can, can't, could, couldn't. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to read and complete. Come on, read and choose can, can't, could, couldn't. Ahmed Karam.
A. I need my
Bifocal glasses. Bifocal. This is a
bifocal
new word you are going to study later. Yes, bifocal glasses.
glasses. I can't see without them.
Yes, very good, Ahmed. Thank you. Can't for inability in the present time. Thank you. Faris, Samir.
Computers can help us to instigate
Instigate.
new learning
Very good.
new learning technology.
Technology. Thank you, Faris. الورداني. Yes, Ahmed Jamal.
C. I can research at school because there is a new software library.
The right answer?
I can.
Very good, Ahmed Jamal. Thank you. Ahmed Altras.
10 years ago, you could easily find a sport to park in town. You could.
You could. Thank you, Ahmed. Okay, Muhammad Abdul Hasib.
I wanted to text you, but I couldn't remember your number.
Thank you so much. Yes, excellent. ممتازين يا شباب. أحسنتم. Okay. Now, read these extracts from a guide written for foreign businessmen and women who are visiting countries in the Middle East. Here, these are some extracts, something which, some rules, foreigners or people from different countries, what they can do when they visit some Islamic countries in the Middle East. Here, clothes and appearance. What about their clothes? If we have foreign businessmen and women who are visiting our country, what they must do and what they should do, what they shouldn't do, etc. Visitors must cover most of their body. They must cover most of their body. Men should wear a tie for business meetings. They should wear a tie. Clothing should not attract attention or be worn to show off. Must cover, should wear, should not attract. Behavior in public and at meetings. You mustn't keep your shoes on when you visit a mosque. So if foreign businessmen and women would like to visit the mosque, they mustn't keep their shoes on. They must turn off or take off their shoes when they visit a mosque. When you meet someone, you should not shake hands with your left hand. Of course, when you meet someone, you want to greet him, you should shake hands with your right hand, not left hand. We do not shake hands with our left hands. You should say, or you should use the greeting, Assalamu alaikum. This is in Arabic and Islamic countries. So if you want to greet someone, you can say, Assalamu alaikum. So let's summarize these extracts by answering the question. What should visitors do? What shouldn't they do? What must they do? What mustn't they do? So should for advice, must for strong advice when you are talking about something which is right or wrong. Must, mustn't. Shouldn't for medium or mild advice. Okay, what should visitors do? What shouldn't they do? Let's see who can answer the questions. Khalid Walid.
What should visitors most of their body?
Yes,
Most of their
they.
body.
Yes, they must.
They must. They must cover their body.
body.
Their body.
Yes, thank you. Okay, Shadi.
What must visitors do?
Yes.
This is
They.
the
You
answer.
can.
They must cover most of their body.
Good. Or you can say they must take off their shoes when they enter a mosque or when they visit a mosque. Good. Amar Hamdi.
What should visitors do? They should wear a tie for business meetings.
Very good. They should wear a tie. It's advice. Good. What about Salim Nabil? What mustn't they do?
They mustn't.
They mustn't keep their shoes on when they visit a mosque. Okay. They mustn't. They mustn't what? They mustn't wear. They mustn't wear clothes that attract attention or to be shown off, to be worn to show off. Okay, what should they do? What should they do? Yes, Hani. Hani, what should visitors do?
They
They should speak up, please. Speak up.
they should keep the shoes off when you visit the mosque.
Is it should or must? So it's a
Must.
rule. You are talking about the right thing. So they must take a turn. They must take off their shoes when they visit the mosque. They should. What they should do? They should use the greeting "Assalamu alaikum." They should. They shouldn't. They shouldn't shake hands with their left hand. They should shake with their right hand. Okay. Now look at the inventions in the pictures here. We have a TV. We have a computer and a mobile phone. What can these things do? What can these things do? What can a TV do? What can a receiver do? Who can answer a question? A complete answer. What can a TV do? Yes, Muhammad Hasib.
Like,
What can a TV do?
TV can show some videos
Yes.
or some programs.
Very good. So it can help us to watch programs or movies.
Or know
Yes.
the news around
Good.
the world.
Thank you. Ahmed Samir, look at the laptop or the computer here. What can the desktop or the computer do?
It can help us make projects and write text files.
Very good. So it can keep information, it can save information, it can send messages or emails. Okay. What can a mobile do? Yes. What can a mobile do? Hassanin. Yes. Abdurrahman Hassanin, what can a mobile do? Ala Atif, what can a mobile do?
Contact people.
A mobile can help us contact people, keep in touch with people. A mobile phone can help us to make phone calls, to send messages. Yes, good. What can't we do with these things? What can't we do with these things? Can you send a message with the TV? Can you send messages? No, we can't send messages with the TV. What can't we do with the computer? Talk about things that you can't do with the computer. What can't a computer do? Think. Amar Hamdi.
Sure.
1 minute, Shadi.
Computers can't make calls like phones.
You can use social media applications like Messenger or Emo or any different applications to make phone calls or to make calls to keep in touch with other people. Okay, thank you, Omar. Shadi, think about it.
We can't clean the house with computer.
Very good. Yes, we can't clean the house using the computer. Good. Yes. Can you cook with the computer? We can't cook with the computer. Good. What can't you do with the mobile phone? Haytham Nasir, what can't you do with the mobile phone?
Play games and
What can't?
can
We are
text.
talking about negative. Haytham, negative, not positive. You can play games with the computer or with the mobile phone, but what can't you do with the mobile phone? Nowadays, we can't pay money using the mobile phone. If you can send a message or something like this, you can pay for the bills using the mobile phone. Okay. Now, what will these things be able to do in the future? Talk about the future. If you have a TV or a computer, a new mobile phone in the future, what will it be able to do in the future? For example, a TV will be able to broadcast 4K or 3D pictures. We can use the TV in the future. The TV will be able to make phone calls or to make video calls. Ahmad Karam.
It will be 3D. We can watch 3D films without 3D glasses.
Very good. Without wearing 3D glasses. Excellent. Good. Okay. Let's talk about our grandparents. What technology do you have that your grandparents didn't? We have mobile phones that can make video calls, but our grandparents didn't have mobile phones in the past. In the past, our grandparents didn't have computers. In the past, they didn't use to travel by plane, but they used to travel by using tame animals like camels, horses, donkeys, etc. They didn't use or they didn't have cookers or ovens to help them cook their food, but they used to cook on fire. Our grandparents didn't used to have didn't used to have a washing machine to wash their clothes. They used to wash their clothes using their hands or in the sea. What do you think? What technology do you have that your grandparents didn't? Faris Samir?
Now we have mobile phone, but in the past they didn't have any phones.
Very good. Yes. Amar Hamdi?
Now we have modern cars that uses sensors and computer systems, and in the past they had to drive by animals like camels.
Good. Maybe they used a compass or a map to find their way, but now we have GPS or navigation to know our way, satellite navigation in our cars and even in our mobile phones. Okay. Farah Samir. Now we have electricity. Now we have electricity that can run our electric devices like air conditioning, like TV, etc. But in the past, they didn't have electricity. Okay, what else? Shadi?
We now have a mobile phones to communicate. Our grandparents used to birds for communicate.
Very good. We have air conditioning that keeps us cool in the summer and warm in the winter, but our grandparents didn't have air conditioning or even fans.
Teacher,
Okay,
can I add
good.
something?
Yes, Faris.
Now we have modern schools, but in the past they were learning in Al-Katatib.
Very good. Yes. Now we are
Teacher, I
studying.
have
Wait a minute, Khaled. I'd like to add something here. During COVID-19 crisis or epidemic now, we are studying online using the mobile phone or the computer or the internet. But in the past, they used to go to Al-Katatib to learn the Quran and how to read and write. And they didn't have modern technology that help us nowadays, like using PowerPoint or Microsoft programs, etc. Yes, Khalid Walid.
In the past, they used telegraph to send a message and connect. But nowadays we use mobile phone and programs like WhatsApp, Fiber, and another
Excellent.
program.
Yes, messages in the past used to take a lot of long time, but now in a very short time or in a second you can send a message to any part of the world. Very good. Thank you so much. Now, from A, B, C, and D, choose the correct answer. Please read the sentence and choose. Hands down. You can raise your hand up if you want to answer. Please, hands down. Hands down. Read the sentence and choose the correct answer. From A, B, C, and D, choose the correct answer. Please, hands down. Lower your hand, all the class. If you want to answer, raise your hand up. Ahmed Karam.
When the fog lights,
Lefts.
we will
Lefts.
be
Lefts.
lefts. We will be able to see current
clearly.
clearly.
Very good, Ahmed. Ahmed هنا لاحظ هنا to. We don't use to after can. We don't say can to. Could to, may to. After can, could, and may, we use infinitive without to. So will be able to. Thank you, Ahmed. Okay, Muhammad Hamouda.
I am an adult. I am unable to understand teenagers.
I am unable to. So good, Muhammad Hamouda. Won't, can't, and could. We don't use them and to. We use won't, can't, and could plus infinitive without to. I am an adult and I am unable. This is negative. I am unable to understand. It means I can't understand. If you want to say can't, you have to delete to. I am an adult and I can't understand teenagers. Thank you, Muhammad. Hassanin, yes. Abdurrahman Hassan.
I had no keys, so I locked the door. Wasn't able to.
I wasn't able to. Very good, Abdurrahman. Here, the notes here, I had no keys. This is in the past simple. So I wasn't able to lock the door. So we have to use a negative. You can use couldn't. I had no keys, so I couldn't lock the door. But couldn't, we don't have couldn't here. So wasn't able to, talking about inability in the past. Thank you, Abdurrahman. Ahmed Samir.
Employers reach their offices on time because of the heavy traffic. Can't.
So we use the negative here. So we don't use able to because you should have was or were or is are, and mustn't here. This is not an obligation. Can is a positive, so the right answer can't. Employers can't reach their offices on time because of the heavy traffic. Very good. Let's talk about I wish. I wish. We use I wish plus simple past or past simple or past perfect. If you want to get more information, you can go to grammar reference on page number 132. Please pay attention. Wish plus past simple. We can use wish to talk about something that we would like to be different in the present or the future. It's used for things that which are impossible or very unlikely to happen. يبقى نستخدم wish مع الباست سيمبل مع الشيء اللي انت تتمنى انه يتغير في الوقت الحاضر او في المستقبل او شيء استحاله يتغير استحاله يحصل او غير ممكن. So we use wish plus past simple. For example, use wish to complete the following sentence. I don't have a big house. This time here at the present time, I don't have a big house. I wish. I wish. I here negative. We use positive. I wish I. What's the past for have? I wish I had a big house. I wish I had a big house. Okay, second sentence. You don't live close by. I wish. Begin with you. I wish you. Here, negative, use positive. And this is the present, you change it into the past, symbol. Muhammad Abhasin. You don't live close by. I wish you.
I wish you live. Funny.
Live or lived?
I wish you lived close by.
Past symbol. Yes, past symbol. I wish you lived close by. Yes, very good. So you can use past simple or you can use could. You can say, I wish you could live close by. I wish I could have a big house. So if you are talking about something which you would like to be, you would like it to be different in the present or future, you can use past simple or could plus infinitive or would plus infinitive in the future. Unfortunately, he is busy tomorrow. I'd like to talk to my dad. I'd like to see a doctor, but he's busy tomorrow. I wish. If you are talking about I wish in the future, use would plus infinitive. Let's see. Khalid Walid.
I wish he was busy tomorrow.
Busy tomorrow. Wait a minute, Khalid. Here, tomorrow, tomorrow we don't use was. We use would. We use would plus infinitive. So I wish.
I wish he would busy tomorrow.
Would be busy or he wouldn't be busy tomorrow. I wish he wasn't busy tomorrow. So you can use wasn't in the past or wouldn't be busy. So you can say, I wish he wasn't busy tomorrow, or I wish he wouldn't be busy tomorrow.
استاذ طب كلمه استاذ ينفع استاذ في السؤال الثاني في الصفحه اللي فاتت يا استاذ اقول I wish he I wish you had live ينفع؟
I wish you had lived. I wish you had lived closed by. You use the past perfect if you are talking about the past. But here you are talking about a present wish or future wish. You use the past simple or could plus infinitive, would plus infinitive. So when do we use Khalid? When do you use the past perfect? If you have yesterday or last week or last year. You didn't live close by last year. I wish you had lived close by last year. Okay, so we use the past perfect when you talk about a regret in the past. When do we use could? We use could with wish to talk about ability or to talk about possibility. Here, we use wish to complete the sentence. Here, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I can't speak Spanish. Here I'm talking about ability or inability. I wish I could speak Spanish. Can't, we use the negative, the positive could. I wish I could speak Spanish. Unfortunately, we can't go to the party tonight. I wish we could go to the party tonight. يبقى الجملة المنفية بنستخدم الإثبات ونحول الزمن من مضارع لماضي. We change the tense from the present in the past into past perfect. Can't, we use could. Can't, we use could. Wish plus would. We use would with the wish about other people, wish about other people who are doing or not doing something that we don't like. So when you are complaining about something, لما تشتكي على خصوص شيء أو واحد بيضايقك واحد بيزعجك, we use would. We want the person to change that behavior. لما تعاوز إن الشخص ده يغير سلوكه. We usually use it about the weather. For example, John usually eats all the chocolate. John usually eats all the chocolate. Use wish plus would. I wish John wouldn't eat all the chocolate. Here, positive use negative. Positive use negative. Positive use negative. Would, wouldn't. Our neighbors always make much noise. Who can answer? Ultras. I wish.
Yes.
I wish our neighbors.
Neighbors wouldn't make much noise.
Excellent, Ahmed Hussein. Very good. Thank you so much. I wish our neighbors wouldn't make much noise. Mr. Adil smokes a lot of cigarettes. I wish. Yes, Hani. Hani.
I wish he stopped smoking.
Who?
Miss Adam.
I wish Mr. Adam. Again, Hani. Say it again, please.
I wish Mr. Adil stopped smoking.
Stop smoking without would? So I wish Mr. Adil would stop smoking. I wish Mr. Adil wouldn't
smoking.
Wouldn't smoke. Yes, a lot of cigarettes. Notice here after would or wouldn't we use infinitive. Infinitive. Wouldn't eat, wouldn't make, wouldn't smoke. Okay, don't forget to use infinitive after the modal verbs. Here, as Khalid al-Wardani, Khalid al-Khair said, wish is about the past. Wish plus past perfect. Khalid Walid, we can use wish with the past perfect to talk about regrets from the past. لما تندم على شيء في الماضي, use the past perfect. This use of wish is very similar to the third conditional. نفس حالة if الحالة الثالثة. You remember if you had studied hard, you would have passed the exam. If you had studied hard, you would have passed the exam. Khalid, I wish you had studied hard. You would have passed the exam. Now let's have a look at this example. I didn't study hard at school and now I am sorry about it. Here you are talking about a regret in the past. Didn't study. I wish. Yes, Khalid Wali.
Yes. I had studied hard at school.
Good, Khalid. I wish I had studied. Don't forget to use past perfect.
Yes.
Don't forget to use past participle after had. I wish I had studied. ED here. I wish I had studied at school. I wish I had studied hard at school. Okay, number 2. The train was late today. I wish.
أجاوب كمان يا أستاذ.
Thank you. Thank you, Khalid. Let's see another one. Shadi.
I wish the train hadn't been late today.
Excellent. I wish the train hadn't been late today. Yes, I wish the train hadn't been late today. Excellent, Khalid. Shadi, thank you so much.
Teacher.
If you are talking, yes, Omar.
Can I say I wish the train had arrived early?
Yes, excellent, very good. So you are going to change the meaning here. So you use negative, or they use another adjective or another adverb. Instead of late, you can say early. As Hani said before, I wish Mr. Adil would stop smoking. I wish Mr. Adil wouldn't smoke. So you can use, yes, you can use another word, but you should, Omar, you should use the so you should use the past perfect. I wish the train had arrived early. I wish the train hadn't been late. So it's the same meaning, but you should use the past perfect, negative or positive. Okay, let's stop here. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the lesson. You were excellent today. I hope you the best of luck.